the baseline is that the monetary system is fraudulent. It's financing an elite that we don't want to finance. Inflation is theft, but taxes are robbery. You can work hard, have a traditional career, and spend all of your time, your energy, and your money in the system and never get ahead. And so that's the subconscious script that we've been all running. In order to be rich, you have to rewrite the script. 1 book a week is perfect. This is my last week in Europe, so these beautiful books are going to go in a box. I wanted to just give you a quick review, very, very quick. I'm not even going through them all. It can give you kind of the mindset that I have and why I'm doing this, and I will try also to link that with probably maybe the things that have been stopping you from moving forward, or maybe the information that you didn't receive when you started investing and you lost money and you feel like crypto and Bitcoin is a scam and I don't want to hear any of that and I don't want to invest anymore. No, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to give you alternative solutions, mindset shift. Yeah, let's just dive right into it. The most important one, the Bitcoin standard. Obviously, this is the one who will help you understand how finance works, how the money works, and how you can benefit from it. I would say maybe if there is one book I cannot not recommend is this one. It will change your life forever. It has changed the life of my community. So yeah, thank you, Dr. Saifeddin Amos. This one, Digital Gold. So Digital Gold is actually the first book I ever read on Bitcoin and crypto. This one gives you the storytelling, the prehistory of Bitcoin, the who invented Bitcoin, who were the people around it, around this technology from the 90s to 2015. This book is describing everything that has been going on. This one is more about explaining the economic arguments for Bitcoin and for throwing all the traditional currency that you have, basically. And this one is more about, it's a human book, human, because it's only talk about the people around Bitcoin and what happened. And it's really good, really, really good. Digital Gold by Nathaniel Popper. This one, the short, small format of the Rich Dad Poor Dad from Kiyosaki. I think it's a little bit too old, right? We are in 2026. It has been written in the 80s, maybe. So the mindset is really good, but unfortunately, if you apply everything in these books, it will not get you ahead of the curve. The financial system is so broken that, 20, 30 years is way too much to get ahead. So here you can have the right mindset when it comes to how to deal with your money, how to budget, how to know what is an asset, a liability. So Bitcoin is an asset, definitely. This is the best asset to have. Liabilities, maybe, for example, you have a house. Your house is a liability. If you live in it, you pay the mortgage. The mortgage is a liability. But then, if you sell the house, it's an asset. If you rent a room and someone pay for your mortgage, it becomes an asset fully. Le prix de demain, the price of tomorrow. One of the most important books I read ever. This one, so I read it in French, in English. I listened it into Audible, so 3 times. Really small book, but really hard to grasp. Basically, you need to remove anything that you thought you knew about how economics works. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. So this book is a book that you need forever. It's something that you can go through multiple times. It doesn't have to be in order specifically. That's why personal development is so important. You can work hard, have a traditional career, and spend all of your time, your energy, and your money in the system and never get ahead, never fully experiment abundance and how good life can be. That's, for me, the real value proposition of personal development. This one, le suicide monétaire, or the monetary suicide. Someone who does not believe in Bitcoin, but he believes in gold. And it was actually my first ever interview I did was him. And why I interviewed him is because we agree on everything. I took 3 weeks to prepare the interview and to read his book and his entire work, basically. I listened to all the podcasts he did and all of that. And I agreed on everything. The baseline is that the monetary system is fraudulent. It's financing an elite that we don't want to finance. Trust me, I won't go too deep into the dark side of power and the elites and everything, but we agreed on a lot of things. How the system works, how bank products and bank accounts and taxes are basically stealing you. I like to say that inflation is theft, but taxes are robbery. That the European Union, with creation of the euro, has been a theft for a lot of people. I remember in France, my parents had to basically buy the same thing 5 or 6 times higher just because of changing to the euro in 2001 when it got applied. But he does not believe in Bitcoin because maybe it's too old and too old-fashioned. There is also that, the best thing for Bitcoin is just to wait. It's hard to say, but we basically just want to wait until the old people die. I don't like to say it, but when a new technology arises, unfortunately, in order to be adopted, it's going to be fought by the new generation. This one, Warren Buffett, 24 lessons to win in the stock market. He is one of them guys who is too old, but I respect him. He had an amazing career, probably one of the most well-known and successful investor in the world. So he might have some mindset that you want to learn. So for example, it's in French. Do not do fast investment in the stock market. Statistics works that the more transaction you make, the more loss you make. So basically you don't want to go in and out the investment too much. And it's the same with Bitcoin. You don't want to trade, you don't want to buy and sell. You want to buy and buy and buy and buy. You understand the process. We want a long-term strategy without too much in and out. Anyway, a very good book to have the right mindset. Philosophy of Bitcoin, I don't have time to go through all of them. The Fiat Standard, my favorite book ever, to understand how the financial system finances the thing that you don't want and how the money in your bank account finance these dark things. And that's why we want a better thing like Bitcoin. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, really nice book. Same as Think and Grow Rich. This is the kind of book you want to keep forever. Further use of the will. The world is not going to do the devil. It is going to God. It is wonderful becoming. Give your attention wholly to riches. Ignore poverty. Whenever you think or speak of those who are poor, think and speak of them as those who are becoming rich, as those who are to be congratulated rather than pitied. Only those who are emancipated from financial worry and who have the means to live a carefree existence and follow hygienic practices can have and retain health. So we've been taught that being rich is evil, and so that's the subconscious script that we've been all running. In order to be rich, you have to rewrite the script, because if someone says to you since you're young that being rich is being evil, subconsciously and consciously you don't want to be rich because you don't want to be evil. So you want to change the script. You want to have some arguments that are positive about having money. The current book I'm reading from Alexander Svetsky, The Bushido of Bitcoin, A Code of Virtue for a World on a New Economic Standard. So this one is a philosophical book. It's not about Bitcoin. It's about, if we understand Bitcoin and we understand that Bitcoin will win at some point, it means that we will win. You will win if you implement the knowledge I'm sharing. What do we want after that? We know we will win. Okay, so what happens then? Who do we want to become? Who do we want our children to become? If basically that's the baseline of this book. If we don't want to recreate a dark elite, we will be the next elite. So what are the principles, the philosophies that we want to implement and give already to our children? The Holy Bible, I've been starting only this year, reading this one, very, very helpful. 21 Lessons by Gigi, amazing Bitcoin beginner book. Atomic Habits by James Clear, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So this one is amazing because just by reading, there is something about when you read a book, you take the energy of the reader, and that's the kind of book you want to read, because when you take the energy of discipline, you will find yourself having new habits that you don't even feel like you have to force yourself. You need to go to the gym, you need to make your bed when you wake up. But reading it's maybe something with the subconscious mind as well, where you know it, but if you don't read it, you don't do it. But if you read it, you do. It's worth trying. The Guide to Investing, I think is the third book of the Kiyosaki trilogy. Guide to Investing, very, very important. What the rich invest in that the poor and middle class do not. Obviously, I don't necessarily follow or implement what is being taught in the book because I believe it's too old and I believe Bitcoin is the solution. But it gives you again the mindset and the knowledge and the good reflex to have as a young, new beginner investor. So it was an unscripted video. Tell me if there is a book you want me to go through more in depth, or if there is a format that you would want me to do. Obviously, this is only one part of the books I've read and listened to. I like Audible. On Audible, my favorite book ever is The Sovereign Individual. That's why I'm trying to create and teach here, by the way, is to make you sovereign about everything, but it starts with the money. For me, money is the glue. It's the first step, or maybe mindset is, I don't know. But 19 hours of listening, The Sovereign Individual by James Davidson, amazing book. And of course, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Again, a book that you want forever and to go back to. And if you're neurodivergent, or if you have a different way to learn, and maybe it's not reading but listening, I will highly suggest, if not done already, to have an Audible subscription and to read at least one book. I would say per month would be the minimum. One book a week is perfect, and one book a day is billionaire mindset. So yeah, again, let me know if you want more unscripted videos, and we can go through some of the books as well. Start something, do something today that will move you forward after this video. Don't let that video just be another of 1,000 different things you had to do. Take care of yourself, take care of your finances, take care of your future self, and maybe if you have a community, children, and all of that, take care of them with the knowledge that you will get as well. I hope to see you in the next one. I hope to see you in real life one day. And with all of my love and my support, I wish you a very rest of the day.